Hi everybody, it is Sue. I hope everyone who is signed up to take the Biomagnetism Level 1 course tomorrow is excited. I've already taken the course and all the different levels, but my favorite course by far is Level 1. And I always go back to the Level 1 manual whenever I do my scanning. I don't know what it is. You can have different scan lists from different levels, but you personally are going to relate to a specific scan list that just feels right to you. And not saying one is better, it's whatever one that you get like the most results on. I find myself constantly just sitting here and going through my Level 1 manual that I got when I took my course. You can see that was the cover, and I have them all in page protectors, and I will just sit here. See, they're all in page protectors, and I'll just sit here and I'll go through and I'll just read all through the descriptions, and it's fascinating all the information that each biomagnetic pair, when it's placed on the body, what it can correct in the body. Now, I always go through, you do a full scan of your body and you get all those points. You kind of clean the inner terrain, right? You kind of do that full scan. I always do 3 sessions, and it hits all the biomagnetic pairs in the body in the 3 sessions that I do. It's like an inner terrain clearing. Anyways, but then after that, it's just eye muscle test and just see, okay, well, what does my body need? And today I came across that I needed my adrenals done. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, so I've just slapped them right on my back, the double magnets, and I'm sitting here, and like within 15 minutes, I'm actually really starting to really feel energetic, less fatigue. Yesterday, I had to cancel my, because I do distance sessions, and I had to cancel because I will not do a session if I'm depleted myself. I don't. I give myself that time, and I put myself under, like I've got crystal, Vogel lights, and I gave my body like so much light, and but I got up today and I thought, oh, I really needed that rest. But I was like, go to your Level 1 manual and go through and just see maybe what you're needing. And it came up that I needed, there was a dysfunction in my adrenal gland. So I put adrenal on. Those are the 2 spots on the back. And it says chronic fatigue. So when you read about it, chronic fatigue, it's a lack of corticosteroid production, regulates your cortisone and your sleep. So that's when you feel sleepy, but you can't sleep. So it's going to regulate that. It says beautiful in the face. I'm not really sure what that means, but I like that. And it can be caused by trauma or anger. Helps to overcome the crisis after you have surgery as well. So, and then there's different points. You can do adrenal rectum, adrenal lung. So there's different points, but my body was asking for adrenal. Those, the double, the black, and the negative and the positive right on my adrenals. And I'll tell you, within a few minutes of placing them there, I could just feel my energy. Like I couldn't do a video yesterday. I didn't have the energy. And I also wanted to let you know, when you're dealing with magnets, make sure they're at least 1,000 Gauss. They have to be 1,000 Gauss, or else they're not going to move those molecules, right? They're going to be ineffective. I actually have a Gauss meter, and I was very surprised to learn. So I made these. These are 2 little tiny neodymium ones. And these are 1,700 Gauss, and this great big guy is only 1,300 Gauss. So it's not always the bigger the magnet, the higher the goes. So don't fall into that trap, because this little tiny one is actually stronger. But it's got to be very targeted. It's great for the face, the pineal, different places like that. Anyways, excited for the course. Again, I think once a year I'm going to be taking biomagnetism training, because I always just like, you know, it's like when you're a hairdresser, when you're in any kind of a career, you always want to upgrade your skills and you always want to take the latest training. So that's why I'm always going to be taking biomagnetism training, even though I'm doing it and I'm doing distance sessions and I'm working on people. I still want to take training for myself. I still want to be better and better and better. And what I'm finding out is the more that I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. You know, I really am finding out how much I don't know the more that I learn, and there's a lot to it. And I don't think, and there's always going to be new pairs that we're discovering on the body. And that's why it's so important to scan, because you might never, ever, ever find a pair in a written manual, but your body actually needs it. It just hasn't been discovered yet. Our body is one of the greatest mysteries that's ever been created, the human body. It's the greatest mystery. So we're all still figuring things out. But biomagnetism has my heart, and I love the courses and I love the information that they provide. You get 3 manuals full of information. So if you're ever debating whether you should, you know, take the course, tomorrow they are showing, the course starts tomorrow for level 1, but they're actually going to be broadcasting the first 3 hours of the live class, so people can see. They can see Alan, they can see Rolando, they can hear how they teach. They're going to know whether, you know, whether you resonate with that teacher or not, because that's important. It's very important that you resonate with your teacher. And you have that connection that you want to learn, right? And you come with an open mind and you just, you know, you take all that in. But they're providing 3 hours of tomorrow's training on their Facebook page, so people can see what it's going to be like, how they talk, you know, can they follow along? You know, I've watched some video courses, and it's almost like a robotic electronic voice, and it's like, oh yeah, you know. So I think this is wonderful that they're going to be providing that, and this course definitely has my my endorsement. So so if tune in tomorrow, and it will be put on the Facebook page. It's at 11 a.m. G something time, I don't know, but it's going to be recorded and on the Facebook page, so it doesn't really matter what time it is. I forget, GMT or G time, I don't know. So it's 7 a.m. for me, actually 8 a.m. because I'm in the Atlantic Canadian provinces, so it's going to start at 8 a.m. for me. But anyways, Biomagnetism Level 1. I hope you guys all, if you're interested in it and you haven't taken the course, I hope that you do take the course. It's a total of 6 days. I think it's like over 40 hours of videos that you get to keep for 1 year. So it's like taking the course over and over and over and over again. You're really gonna get it. And you can change your life. I got into it because I wanted my health changed, my family's health, and my friends, and emotions, allergies, all that kind of stuff. You learn so much because they teach the basics, but then they go almost outside of the box, and they teach you all their different ways of doing things. So you get a whole lot of bang for your buck. Anyways, just wanted to come on and say that, and I'm gonna go back and see what else I might need other than my adrenals.